We're moving on to algebra, which is just like speaking math with a few secret ingredients. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase that, unlike the numerical expressions we studied before, contains at least one variable. A variable is simply a letter that acts as a placeholder for a number we don't know yet. For example, x plus 5 is an algebraic expression. It's important to remember that it's a phrase, not a full sentence, so you won't see an equal sign. So what exactly is a variable? Think of a variable like the letter x as an empty box. We can drop any number we want into that box, and the expression's total value will change based on what number we choose. If you're calculating the cost of tickets to a concert, the number of people going is the variable, because it can change from group to group. We use variables like x, y, or a to represent these unknown or changing amounts. If a variable is the number that changes, then a constant is the number that stays put. A constant is a number like 2 or 15 that has a fixed value within the expression. If you're buying pizza, the price of the box, maybe $2, is a constant. No matter how many toppings you add, the box still costs $2. In the expression x plus 5, the 5 is the constant, always adding 5 to whatever x happens to be. Expressions are built out of pieces called terms. Terms are separated by the plus and minus signs. Think of them as individual groups being added or subtracted. For example, in the expression 3x plus 4y minus 7, there are three terms, 3x, 4y, and 7. Recognizing the terms helps us break down the problem into smaller, easier to manage pieces before we start calculating. When a term has a variable, the number attached to it is called the coefficient. The coefficient tells you how many of the variable you have. If you see the term 5k, the coefficient is 5, meaning you have 5 times whatever the value of k is. If you just see the variable x all by itself, it still has a coefficient. It's 1 because you have 1x. We just don't write the 1 because it's understood. Part of algebra is learning to translate back and forth between words and symbols. For addition, we have many ways to say the plus sign. N plus 4 can be read as the sum of n and 4, or 4 more than a number n. All of these phrases mean the exact same thing. You are combining n and 4. Addition is flexible, so the order you write n plus 4 or 4 plus n doesn't change the value. Subtraction is less flexible because the order matters. Y minus 6 is the expression. If someone says 6 less than y, you have to remember that y is the larger amount that you are taking 6 away from, so you must write y minus 6. If you write 6 minus y, that means you are taking y away from 6, which is completely different. Pay close attention to the phrasing with subtraction. Multiplication is usually the quickest operation to write. When you read the product of 8 and p, or 8 times a number p, you simply write the coefficient and variable right next to each other, 8p. You almost never see the multiplication symbol like a times sign or a dot in algebraic expressions. This way, 8p is the standard and most efficient way to write multiplication in algebra. Division is best represented using a fraction bar in algebra. If you read the quotient of k and 5, or a number k divided by 5, you write the k on top of the 5 as the fraction k over 5. Just like in a fraction, the number on the top is the one being divided. The fraction bar also acts like a grouping symbol, which can be important when using the order of operations. Let's practice translating simple phrases. When you hear 10 added to a number x, you write x plus 10. When you hear the number y divided by 3, you write the fraction y over 3. Finally, 9 times a number w is simply written as 9w. The key is to quickly identify the variable, the operation, and the constant number. Now let's translate more complicated two-step expressions. If you hear 5 less than the product of 2 and x, you have to break it down. The product of 2 and x is 2x. Then 5 less than means you subtract 5 from that product, resulting in 2x minus 5. Always identify the separate mathematical actions and translate them in the correct order. Sometimes a word phrase requires you to use parentheses to indicate a group that must be calculated first. For example, if you read 4 times the sum of x and 7, the word sum tells you that x and 7 must be added together before being multiplied by 4. To show that grouping, you write 4 times parentheses x plus 7 close parentheses. Parentheses are crucial for showing the correct order of operations. Algebraic expressions are the foundation of math formulas you use all the time. For instance, the expression for the perimeter of a square is 4 times s, where s is the side length. If you use the formula for a circle's circumference, 2 times pi times r, that is an algebraic expression with 2 variables, pi and r. These expressions give us shortcuts for solving real-world geometry problems. The most common task in this standard is evaluating an algebraic expression, which means finding out its actual numerical value. To do this, you must be given a number for the variable. Your job is to substitute that number in place of the variable, and then carefully calculate the result. Once you substitute, you're back to solving a numerical expression. Let's evaluate a simple one. The expression is x plus 9, and we are told that x equals 5. The first step is to substitute 5 in for x. The expression becomes 5 plus 9. The final calculation is 14. So the value of the expression x plus 9 is 14 when x is 5. Simple addition, but the substitution part is key. Here is an example with multiplication and subtraction. 5y minus 2. We'll set y equal to 4. Substitute 4 in for y, making the expression 5 times 4 minus 2. Remember, we use the order of operations, PEMDAS. Multiplication comes first. 5 times 4 is 20. Then subtraction. 20 minus 2 is 18. The expression evaluates to 18. Exponents come high up in the order of operations, so you must deal with them before adding or subtracting. The expression is a to the power of 2 plus 10, and a equals 3. Substitute the 3. It becomes 3 to the power of 2 plus 10. First, the exponent. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Then, the addition. 9 plus 10 is 19. When you have an expression with 2 variables, like 3m plus 2n, you substitute both of the given values. Let m equal 2 and n equal 5. Substitute 3 times 2 plus 2 times 5. Multiplication comes first for both terms. 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 5 is 10. Then add the results. 6 plus 10 is 16. Algebraic expressions are vital for calculating distance. The distance formula is distance equals rate times time, or d equals rt. If your driving rate r is a constant 50 miles per hour, the expression for the distance you travel is 50t. If you travel for 3 hours, t equals 3. Substitute 50 times 3 equals 150. You traveled 150 miles. You've now mastered the basics of algebraic expressions. Your 3 core skills are: 1. Being able to identify the different parts, the variables, constants, and coefficients. 2. Accurately translating between a word problem and a mathematical expression. And 3. Evaluating those expressions correctly by substituting the given values and then strictly following the order of operations. Keep practicing and you'll be ready for your next big algebra step.